Cells at Work Code Black is insanely good and insanely dark. Laborers, come and take a look before you die. Your body is on the brink of death. These are my two most favorite sentences from the Cells at Work Code Black manga, and they managed to describe the series to a T. Now, what is Cells at Work Code Black, you may ask? It is a spin-off series of the synonymous manga taking place inside the body of a different person than the core series. The manga is also going to receive an anime adaptation this January, so it will be interesting to see if it surpasses the core series in popularity. I will be honest, I wasn't going to make a video about the spin-off manga. I had watched some episodes from the first season of Cells at Work, and I didn't think much of it. It felt like an anime version of Osmosis Jones. So I wasn't that excited when I started reading the Code Black spin-off. Oh well, fast forward a day later and I was glued to my seat, binge reading all of the released chapters and screaming to the red blood cell protagonist, "What are you waiting for? Deliver the oxygen! Everyone will die!" So yeah, I'm definitely covering this. In this video, I will talk about what differentiates this spin-off from the base series and analyze its dark and compelling narrative. So right off the bat, what's all the fuss about this Code Black? What's special about it? Unlike its base series, Code Black establishes from the get-go that this is not an ordinary story of cells inside the body. This body is caught in a downward spiral of death. This is the body of a chronic smoker and an alcoholic who neglects his personal hygiene and well-being. So, from the first chapters, the story sets up an impending doom, a catastrophe looming in the future of our protagonists. And speaking of our protagonists, this time we have a male red blood cell, male, whatever, and my favorite character, the cool white blood cell One-sama. Man, she's giving me the best older sister vibes. Oh, and her design is just, whoa. As the story progresses, one thing becomes apparent to every cell in this body. The owner of this body either genuinely doesn't care about himself, or has been caught in a perfect storm where past habits have caught up to him. So, the story essentially becomes a fight against the clock. How many cells can we sacrifice to defeat each threat? Should the red blood cell follow the orders that is given and prioritize certain organs? And what will happen to the other parts of the body? And how many cells can our heroes save in their quest to stabilize the patient's condition? Is there even a point to all of this? The story gradually transforms into a narrative about the end of a civilization, or the death of a city, or a country during a war, with some cells exhausting themselves and dying, while the others that survive plunge further and further into darkness and despair. It's almost Lovecraftian at times. There really doesn't seem to be much these cells can do but strive against the cruel inevitability of an organ failure and the ensuing death. If you don't believe me and think I'm exaggerating, the manga features dozens of scenes with a surprising amount of blood, gore, dismemberment, and even themes like suicide and mental health issues. I'm not sure if the anime will feature a sea of dead white blood cell girls, or hundreds of red blood cell corpses piled on top of each other, but boy, this manga does not pull any punches. And here lies one of the most interesting aspects of this series. The stakes are off the roof, man. If our heroes die, if the remaining cells are not able to stabilize the guy's health, 30 trillion cells will die. Yes, you heard right. 30 trillion. This puts an enormous burden on the shoulders of the protagonists and, of course, of every other cell on this organism. Oh, and I know, some of you may think, dude, they are just cells. They're not people. So here's the thing, the writer with his first establishing chapters manages to make you connect with the different types of cells. Traveling alongside the red blood cell, we visit the different areas of the body, the different organs, and we meet many different and quirky cells. This is the calm before the storm, so to speak. And then, when the storm breaks out, and you witness these organs failing and these cells dying in horrific ways in front of you, it hits you hard. Plus, the main cells of the series do have simple yet compelling character arcs, so yeah, they're not just cells. My final and perhaps most important takeaway from this manga is the fact that it really makes you think hard about your lifestyle. It presents human life as this holy vessel, your most precious treasure, this glorious work of nature which you can and absolutely should take care of. And it also highlights that it's never too late to improve your diet, adopt healthy habits, and take care of yourself. Even if you find yourself feeling desperate like these cells, remember to take care of yourselves and things might just get better. So we have a dark narrative filled with despair and gore, some pretty good character development, and an educational message to boot. So yeah, you may want to give this manga and potentially its anime adaptation a look. Now, if you like this video and you want me to make more videos on Cells at Work Code Black, then comment below and let me know. As always, remember to click like and smash the subscribe button. Oh, and hit that bell notification, guys, don't forget that. Tell me what you think about the series and whether you're planning on reading the manga or watching the anime. Do you think the patient's gonna make it, or do you think these cells are dead anyway? Until next time, my fellow cells.
Oh God, time, you made me feel sweet. And if I'm losing my mind, would you lose yours with me?